Welcome back to the channel. We have lots of cars in the background here. We have a 180, we have a 32. Now we're at the, what are we going to call this? An impromptu workshop? Ben's Garage. There you go. We're going to call it Ben's Garage.
SDKLD.
Until this thing gets until this place gets a name. Let's just call it Ben's Garage. Yeah, we're here because we're bringing out some parts for the 1JZ. Bought some paint, some masking stuff, some anodized primer, all that kind of thing. And we're gonna get a little funky with this 1J before it goes in the car. I can't have a car that looks kind of that nice now and not do something a little funky with the motor. So I wasn't going to, but after seeing a couple of things, I was like, why not? So anyway, let's get straight into it. First thing, Ben's fixing a car for a friend of ours, this 180 behind me. He was getting a whole bunch of stuff done to it. So he's got some gauges. We threw in a new XED clutch for him, as well as, I'm not sure of all the things we've done for him. Ben's been taking care of this car, so either way, there's a box of goodies that has probably gone into this car. And it's a pretty cool little car. He brought it over for us to fix up his slave because he was having issues with the incorrect slave rod, you know, all that kind of thing wasn't engaging. It rocked up with a miss and it left the workshop previously without a miss. So we're like, bro, what's with the miss? And he's like, oh, I don't know, can you just have a look and fix it? So Ben has found his issue, and like all classic SRs, have a guess. I don't think I even need to tell you, but I'll show you. Can you spot what's different? Alright, let's play this again. Ready? This guy here is a rocker. This guy here is a rocker. This guy here is a rocker. And a rocker. He's grenaded a rocker. This is a pretty common thing to happen on SRs. But the problem we have now is one of these little guys has gone missing, and some of his rocker that will be floating somewhere around in that engine bay. Probably in the sump, hopefully. Alright, back to the 32. It looks really pretty from here, but don't let the light fool you. It's actually really filthy right now. There's a saying in the drift world, that if it's good from 10 meters, it's good. Doesn't matter what it looks like up close. Alright, so yes, this is the 1J. We're just sorting out a front sump at the moment, as well as the pickup. So this motor looks really clean to start off with. And we're like, yeah, cool, sweet. Let's just throw it straight in. And then Ben was like, no, let's just pull it down a little just to make sure. Because even though it's clean, everything looks nice on the outside, you can never be sure. So we did. And check out what we found. Hose. High pressure hose. We bought this front sump off a friend a while back, and unfortunately he has stripped, what, 3, 4? Uno, dos. Yeah, tres. I don't know, Spanish. Cuatro, cinco, something. There's 3 or 4?
3, but this one here is cracked.
What?
That's right, this one here is cracked.
What? It's cracked.
We'll have to seal that one as we tighten it up so it doesn't leak oil.
Damn.
It's got half a thread left.
Oh, what?
That's why you don't fill your holes up with silicone. Hydro-lock! Very powerful!
Oh wow, he has cracked half of that off. So, this is why Benjamin just said, don't fill your holes with silicone.
That one there's cracked as well.
What?
It's not all completely off, but it's cracked. But you don't have the choice anymore.
It's scary.
Oh, it only holds the bottom of the oil pan.
So if I hear any metal flying around in the sump, yeah, wow, that is cracked.
She won't go up your oil pickup.
Yep, no, we're gonna use the good pickup. I say we're gonna use the good pickup. This little guy here has a baffle. There's multiple different types of oil pan baffles. Here is another Sump and a different style of baffle. Same thing, off a 1J. And Benjamin, where is you put the other one? Ooh, Benjamin pulled the VVTI 1J out of the Laurel. Yeah, sorry. And the last one is right here. Again, completely different design. At least Toyota kind of got innovative. They changed everything up. Every series of motor. Well, apart from the water galleries being a little crusty. We were having a look at the bottom end earlier. It looks like it's probably a stock bottom end, but it also looks like it's in nice, good, clean condition, which is a relief. My light is doing me no wonders here. You'll just have to take my word for it.
I ruined it.
You did.
Break up that.
Yuck. Slowly coming out.
Watch yourself.
Ah! This is why you don't use tap water. Still a bit in there. Almost got the camera.
You got this, Babu.
The JZ has... They're gonna really confuse you calling me Babu on the camera too.
I'm not calling them Babu. Hello, Babus. This is Babu.
Anyway.
That's a 1J Babu.
The JZ has been washed and degreased. We're just waiting for it to completely dry in any spot that the air compressor couldn't get just then. And we've got some cool paints to paint it in. We've got a whole bunch of goodies. You know I had to buy blue. But we also bought the purple, which is the same purple I use on my brake calipers. And I don't think I brought it in this bag. Did I or did I not? Oh, phew, I did. Okay, I almost thought I didn't then. Okay, so let me just get these out. So these are the colours I've gone with. We've got 2 anodized base coats, and then we've got a blue top coat and a purple top coat. This is the same purple I used for my brake calipers. So I figured it would be kind of cool to paint the motor the same colour. And the blue, why not? The rest of the car's blue. What I'm doing from here is I'm going to mask up any kind of openings or anything where I don't want to get obviously paint in the motor. So any sensors, any ports, etc. What I'm going to do then, anodized base coat, the block and the sump in the lower half of the motor here, below the head. And we're going to probably do that purple, just to keep it nice and subtle. And the head, being alloy, it contains a lot of heat at a lot of times, so you never really want to paint heads on motors. You might be like, why don't I just like spray all of it? Benjamin just asked me the same reason. With anodized, it's a bit tricky because anodized can get like hot spots, like these kind of guys, where you might have it like nice and light in certain areas and then really dark in other areas. So you got to do this in several coats. You can't just throw it on in one coat because you'll just get hot spots and it'll run and it'll look like crap. So it's not a bad thing to do several coats with this one. I'm gonna turn this around and do the other side now. And that is the first couple of layers put on. We'll let this dry overnight, come back tomorrow, give it a couple more coats and see what it looks like from then. Anodized, you build it up and it looks deeper and deeper, but it will go slightly darker. So we'll see how we go and what kind of colours. I did put blue on the top of it just then because I wanted to see how it's going to go tomorrow if I cover it again with purple and just give it a bit more of a subtle kind of gradient. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does work, great. But yeah, we'll call it there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for checking out the content and the subscribing to the channel and following this stuff. I'm sure it'll get bigger and better from here, and we'll look forward to getting this JZ into this 32 ASAP. I'm gonna bring over a new plenum that was gonna go on my 180, but I think it'll probably look a bit better on this one, so we'll see. This build might get out of hand yet. That is it for this vlog. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, following the content, commenting, everything. I enjoy hearing from you guys and what you guys think of what I get up to, so yeah, keep them coming and I'll catch you next time.